Took me a second, but the brain is a wonderful organ, and not just because it told me to say that. I'd pick the ceiling out. Hey geeks, Arahli here, and thanks for joining me today as we play some more ARK Survival Evolved. Oh yeah, baby! I kind of want to get back into the swing of things before we hit Genesis. So I've kind of taken a little time off. I feel a little better. Kind of played some other games. Still playing a couple other ones. World of Warcraft still in there. But I thought I would kind of like ease myself back into a little bit, kind of get back into the swing of this. And we are sitting down a raft because, well, that's what we do. So I'm over at the Ragnarok community center that we have on the Geeks Ragnarok server. If you have watched other videos, you will probably have an idea of what's coming because of the name right there. But we are going to rebuild the Rhino, which is a build that I did specifically on the motorboats that you could do in ARK to kind of work with the new build structure limits that you had on that with vanilla settings. So this, even though we're on the Geeks and we have a much higher build limit, I'm going to try to stick this to the shape at least of the Rhino. There'll be more stuff that goes on the inside of this than we typically get on a vanilla build. But the outer shape should be, the actual outer hull and stuff will be the same that you can build on vanilla. And then the parts and pieces, you'll just have to kind of, pick and choose a little bit. If you do want to watch that, I will try to remember to link the video here in the top right. If not, search my videos for Rhino. You will find it. It is one that I kind of built with the same idea as the nest, but a little bit larger because we could. Motorboats make it so you could. All right, so I have done the traditional sinking of the foundation. I'm not going to lie, it took me a minute to remember how to do it the way I like to do it. But in case you have not seen it before, the basics of that are that you put a foundation out. Let's stick up my pillars over here. I do have my pillars right there. So the basics are that you put a foundation out. We're going to just put this one here. Normally I put it out here at the very end. And then when you snap a pillar to it, the next one you snap to that pillar is a little bit shorter usually. It's not that way now because I've got the foundation still in there. But you kind of just alternate back and forth as you go to put that down. And, it's 5 to 7 depending on the height you want. I wanted this to be just above the wooden raft since we're using a wooden one and not a metal one this time. So I'd have a kind of a platform to stand on. Okay, we need to build this out. You know what? I was so used to Atlas stuff just now that I expected to not have to press the button again. Like in Atlas, when you do one of these, it just goes in, and you just keep doing it. I forgot that you actually have to press the button again to make this work. So we are going to do some thatch ceilings off the back. We should be far enough away from shore that this shouldn't be a problem to snap them in place. Indeed. I need to pick this up. Okay, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? Is it 4 or 5? I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 of those I'm supposed to have. I think that's the right number because I think I made the right number of foundations for this. So we'll figure it out. That's not a big deal. We need just the inventory here. We want this guy. We want a couple of these. We're going to actually build off the front piece now and the back piece. So in the back, we should just be putting these guys across. And then going to snap foundations underneath them. And then the ceiling should still be what we pick up with the gun now. Or if you're just picking them up by this menu, it should still be the ceilings that you pick up off the top. And then the bottoms will stay attached to the back. Alright, gotta do the same thing up here now. These and those. I didn't make enough of those. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I had to run back and make that. Actually realized I missed something else too that I thought I needed. So hopefully we've got all the pieces and parts we need now. Up there. One of these, one of those, one of those. Pick up them ceilings. And then we should just have to do one more off the front there. Okay. But that's totally the wrong button. Also the wrong button. Okay, that should be the general shape. Yeah, that's the general shape. Now, I don't like this being open. I don't know if a hatch frame will work. If I can still drive. Certainly can. Just can see underneath there, which means I'm going to have to put a ceiling down there. Because I don't like that I can just see underneath it. So we'll work on that in just a minute here. I should be able to then grab the inventory. I can, perfect. I grabbed a ramp too, just to get, I guess. Can I put a ramp in still? I should probably pick this up. Put the ramp in first. Then put the hatch frame in, right? Then from underneath. Yeah, so now it's still protected underneath. Okay. I just make it so I can't get back up there. I did. I'm super smart like that. So let me get back over there. That's the wrong button too. We'll do one of these. Really? There we go. Okay, so that's the basic shape we need. That stuff is covered up so I don't feel like it's too overtly open. We should be doing those and these now. So let's go ahead and get these all in. This is pretty easy for this part. We're really just putting them around the outside. All the way around. This is kind of our base layer of the boat. Then there should be this one, if I remember correctly. That's right. It's important to get this whole layer in before you do anything above here. Because above here is where things starts to get weird. I just realized I put this in the wrong spot. Pick that up. Alright, that's our doorways in from out there. We should have 2 more ramps. That's how we're going to get up from the outside if we need to. Golden. Now we've got our way up and down. And then it should be, what? If I remember this correctly, it's the corner, then 1, 2. So we should be ceilings from here over. Okay, so let me, let's grab some of those. Ceilings. So let me just make sure again. 1, 2, and then this should be the ceiling here in front of us. So let's get those down there. You see it's trying to, like, it's 2 different snap points it's trying to work with there. Oh. There we go. I love those wings, man. They are hands down one of the best things in this game. Okay. Got that part on there. We should need to go... Yeah, we need to go across this piece as well. This is me trying to remember exactly how I had this stuff set up, which is not great. I'm not really good at that stuff all the time. So, we'll put this here. Yeah, no, that's not right. Picking up. Okay, and then I think it's... Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Then in here we should have the old metal triangle piece here. This part's always a little fun. Try to get to... We want it to stick down from the top section there. Let's see if it's a little easier from up here. One of these. No, the fun part about building boats. You know what? I think if I remember this correctly, for me to do this the way I wanted to, I think I have to put a wall down first, anyways. That's the wrong piece. Then this guy. Gotta love multiple snap points. Okay, give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. Took me a second, but the brain is a wonderful organ, and not just because it told me to say that. I had to take the ceiling out. So once you take the ceiling out, you can put the wall back. You can put the wall in, and then this will snap down. You want to do that specifically to make sure there's no lip here at the top. So once we put this piece in now, there's no actual lip right here. You can see how it's a nice flush piece. If we didn't put the wall in first, this would have actually had a little lip on here that makes it hard to get through up this next section. So that is that piece down there. Now this is the S plus-ish part of this. You could get away without doing the glass that we're going to do here if you wanted to, but I'm going to do it because I like it. So it should be, what I think, here, 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 here. Is it across there? It is. This is where you got to be a little careful because it's trying to snap to the thing underneath, so you want to make sure the levels are all the same. Looks like they are. And then I've got two. I actually think I need more glass because I think that it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I'll need to be 2 more pieces of glass for that. That's fine. I can do that in a second. We need to put some walls up, so there should be a wall here and a wall on this side. Yep, that's right. Then we need to put in some angled walls. So this is our little hatchway up or down now. Pretty easy. Let's see, we need some of these guys, some of these guys. We should get the rest of our ramps if we didn't. Did I leave it in here? I think so. Need the ramps. Alright, so what we should have, one of those, one of these, and then I actually need to build up with the ramp on this one. Well, you know what? It's supposed to be a roof. See what happens? Alright, so I need some more glass for the back here. And these are supposed to be roofs, so I can actually snap them onto this piece here. It should go angled bit, and then we have to put some ceilings on, which actually we can probably put... We put some of these in right now. We can't put them all yet, because I'm going to have to... I need to actually get the other pieces in first. So, 2 more glass. I think I need some more ceilings, too. I've got 4. I think that's right. We should be okay on ceilings, I think. Put these in now because we can. Because we should have one that goes above this section here, too. Which we can get... Oh, look, we can get some framework in still. We don't have to go quite yet. Let's get some more framework in. Door? Deal? That'll give us this first section. So it should be equal with the front of that one. So this should be here. Then we can put this in. And then we should be able to then hang that piece on the side for each of them. Yeah, that's not right, buddy. Come here, little guy. Right, so that's the basic layout for this piece here. We can get the back sections in once I get the glass in. Okay, so I think you get the basic shape, right? If you guys haven't seen a Rhino before, we're gonna have little pieces that go up from there. I'm gonna go grab the other pieces I need, and I'll actually probably get this back section just done real quick, and I'll bring you back for us doing the placements of the other pieces, and we should be good to go. Okay, we're back. The basic shape is pretty much done now for the shell. Kind of filled in those glass pieces in the back there for us. Opened the nose up because that's what gives the Rhino its name. We'll do that part in a second. So now we've got to kind of place the other pieces that need to go in. We got to kind of put all the pieces and stuff in. The important one to get started with is going to be the generator. Because we need that for some stuff here. That's right, we did that wiring, didn't we? Okay, so what we should, if I'm remembering correctly, we should be putting this. Okay, yep, there's a little electrical symbol there. S plus beauty there. If you didn't do that, you could just put the wire kind of coming back this way from the generator once you put it in. The generator is going to snap for me, which is nice. I want it backwards from that, though. If I remember correctly, I want the flat side this way. Yeah, okay. Because I like having this this little section on the outside. And then we need to put the box in still, and we're going to do that on the inside edge. We can actually hide that afterwards. We'll leave it up for now. But the idea is to have that so I can access it to put the gas in pretty easy. And then we've got one of these. One of those. Okay, that'll intersect like we wanted it to. So now we've got a little section up here. That's where the generator goes. We can actually access this from the inside as well. So you can get to it from right here. This is where I kind of just fill it up. I just jump up and fill it up when I need to. So now we've got a generator. We'll leave that there until everything else is placed. And then we've got some stuff we have to place that's already in here. So we need to do the bed still. Those guys. Take these out. This is all stuff we need to place. I actually don't know about placing this one. It's big and it's great for like this is the advanced raft forge. It's pretty awesome, but it is gigantic, and I don't quite know if I want to put it in here or not because you can see it just kind of takes up a ton of space. I built it just to see how it would look in here. It is funny that you can place it. I'll show you. You can place it like hanging off of. You can see like you'll go at weird angles and stuff like that. It's not always functional when you do that. It is this way, which is hilarious. But yeah, so I don't think we'll be using that. I had it just in case I decided to use it. Not going to happen, it looks like. So we'll go put our bed up in place. The bed goes right up here in the very front. Put this right up here. Close enough to centered. Our storage boxes and stuff will go down here. Let's go ahead and get the nose on before the light goes away. We need one of these. And then we should just need our ceiling. Or, oh, it's the roof. Right? It's the roof. Gonna lose the light. That's how it works. Let's see. No, okay, I put it down here. The one thing I left in there. Alright, so this is actually why I called it the Rhino. When I did this the first time, I liked how this shape worked. Assuming I can get it to go up there again. Yeah, not that way. Oh, snap points, how I love thee. Nope. What we'll probably do is I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do this with the same trick we used before. I'll take this out. We should take this one. And then we need a wall. Let's get outside of that before we put that in. That didn't go where it was supposed to. Can we go down here or something? I love this game. Alright, look. We're losing the sunlight. I'm going to... I hate to do this again. Take a break. But I'm going to take a break quick so I can get the rest of the stuff put on. I'll bring you guys back so you can see what it looks like when it's done. Oh, man. I gotta love these snap points. Whew. Okay. I know you forgot some parts originally, but we're good to go now. Here is... I'm going to come off this ledge here. So this is the top little deck here. The Rhino was originally made so we could actually keep dinos kind of on it at all times. So I could kind of just keep like flyers up here and like this other stuff we'd use to like gather and stuff down here. That's changed a little bit with the cryopods and cryo fridges. So I have a fridge over here. I've got, you know, just the basic creatures and stuff in here for it. So like that, this is a little different now because of that. We've got a spot for food though. We've got our fabricator. This used to be where we kept our chem bench. So we actually will probably find something else to put there. Because down here we have the advanced grindstone, which functions like a chem bench for us. We got our advanced raft station. Put in some eco mod stuff back here for the cookers and everything. You could definitely get away with doing like an industrial grill. Or a campfire and that kind of stuff in here too, obviously. Just put some storage boxes on either side. We've got our ways in and out. Like we kind of talked about. So that's the Rhino. You can see the little nose tip there. That's the reason that little horn is the reason we call it the Rhino. I will show you why I built it this way. The height that we have right now. So right now, we're using advanced wraps, but with the motorboat, you have the same base settings. So with this is kind of the view you'd always get third person wise on the motorboat, right? So that little nose there is a really good indicator of where you're pointing. So I had created that just so I had an easy way to tell which direction I was pointing. Now, in advanced rafts, you get some extra settings other than speed and stuff. You can actually you can change your camera selection. So you can actually change it to like 3 times the default, which means I'm kind of always out in this direction. You can actually go farther than that too, but this is a good kind of place for me to just kind of get the basic layout of what we're looking at for kind of how it is. And then obviously you can see from the side. So not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it definitely works. This is giving me a place to kind of get started again here on the Ragnarok server. Get my feet. Well, I guess I should get my feet wet. Get my feet wet again. Dip my toes back into some ARK before Genesis and kind of get ready to go for all the Genesis stuff. It's going to be exciting. I'm pretty stoked about it. We're going to be ready on the Geeks servers to have that up day 1. We'll probably have S Plus turned on. That's usually the only mod we actually allow that first month of gameplay. So we got to get used to all the cool new features and stuff. But ARK, baby. It's been a little bit. I'm glad to be back, having a little fun. I'm going to start kind of just rocking and rolling out here. I've got, like I said, I've got the cryopods here. I'm going to need to tame up a couple other creatures. So we have kind of everything we need. For now, we got Inkwell, which is our rock drake. This will be our primary, this will be our primary way around as we're getting ready to kind of get back into this. It's funny because Inkwell is about the same size as the boat. Look at, it's about the same size, man. All right, but there you have it. The new, the Rhino. Another version of the Rhino for us to kind of work with. Oh, hello, shark. So that's gonna be it, guys. Let me get away from oh boy here that's trying to kill me. Oh, okay. It's the same size. See, this is a good reason for cryopods, though. I could never have done this. I couldn't keep one over here on like I couldn't have a rock drake on the Rhino without the cryopods. Okay. There we go. All right, there you go, though. New Rhino, new place to start again here on the Ragnarok server on the Geeks Patreon servers. If you guys have enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like below. You can always subscribe for more content, and I will catch you on the flip side.